On this e-learning, we're going to explore queries and list settings. Let's build our first customer list. From main screen, we go to the customer management. If needed, please rewind the video and stop or put on pause so you can follow and repeat the steps. One area that we want to point out in WISE option is this area over here. You're going to notice that this area, it's common in several controls in WISE option: the query, the list settings, the refresh button, and the favorite queries. So we are going to use the query button and we are going to create our first list. This is the query button. When I click here on the little magnifier, the query tool pops up. This is my list of my queries. I'm going to start adding a new query. I'm going to say I want to see customers with balance. I'm going to just call it balance. And I'm going to click to put in my favorites, because when I check the favorite, that query is going to be placed in my drop-down list box. So I don't have to open the query to access that list. I can access that query from the drop-down list box. As soon as I create the title, I highlight. Now I can specify what type of data I'm looking after. First of all, I would like to see customers that are active. So I'm looking for active. It's the first variable, equals active. And so I'm going to narrow down my search, and I'm going to add another where clause. And of course, here you're going to see the variables that are applicable to customer management. So I'm going to say account balances different. I check this box so it ignores the content, 0. So if account balance is different from 0, I'm looking for customers that fit these two criteria. The customer account must be active and different from 0. So now here, when I look at this list, that's what the content is going to show to me. I'm going to save this and I'm going to search. There you go. These are my accounts with balance 0. If I move this direction here, I'm going to see the balances. So now that I select the accounts, the accounts that should compose my list, I'm not going to select how the data should be displayed here. I have too many columns. I don't need this many columns. Now that I have created my query, I'm going to create my list settings. In the list settings, you determine which columns and how the columns will be organized. So in the first column, you have the fields that are available for selection, the fields that have been selected to show as columns, and the sort criteria. I'm going to create a new one here. I'm going to call balance list, which I want only to have a few things. I want to have the account number or sort, or account ID is the account number. I'm going to call for the sort ID and the account balance. I just need these 3 fields. I just want 3 columns. And I want the columns to be aligned based on the sort ID. So I'm going to save this. As you can see, now I only have 3 columns. If I adjust the size over here, I'm going to make this one here a little bit wider. And if I go back to my list settings, you're going to see that these numbers here have changed. I can change my numbers through here as well if I want to. And I can save. And you're going to see that it's shorter. So either or, you can change from here or from there. Now the sort criteria, as you saw, I put based on the sort ID. I'm now going to sort differently. I'm going to go to the list settings. I'm going to say, no, I don't want to sort by the sort ID. I want to sort by the account balance. There you go. It is now sorted by the account balance. If you want to reverse the order, I highlight the account balance. I say descending. And I save. So now it's to the highest to the lowest. So first I use the query, where I determine which accounts I'm looking after, and the second, how to display. So today you've learned how to use and create your first customer list using the queries in the list settings. Thanks for watching.